Hey guys, Anthony, FOURBY4DIESEL. A bit of chit chat here. We've got a freebie, at least one freebie, one of these. If you hang around and you can answer one of the questions, this is more of an update more than anything, but we're going to have some information for you because we are going to go through the YouTube channel and answer a couple of questions as well. And if anybody wants one of these adjustable vehicle door steps, you can either hang around, qualify yourself and answer the question right, and you might be the lucky one to win it. There's going to be a few conditions. Where did it come from? Well, look, I don't have shares in Dirt Road 4x4, and I just want to quickly say as well, there's a few people that said, oh, you know, they thought I'm Kaon. They thought I'm Kaon, kaon.com.au. Actually, there's a sticker right there on the bench. See that? kaon.com.au. Not me. Just a company I like, people I like, Australian made, quality, just really awesome to deal with, make awesome products, and I like recommending quality, whatever it is, you know, workshops, people that do good work, good people, good products, Australian made, all that sort of thing. So no, I don't have shares in Dirt Road 4x4. They don't even know I'm making this video. I'm just telling you, giving you the information. The reason I mention it is, where did I get this from? I was at a Dirt Road 4x4 open day there in Werribee in Victoria. That's Trevor, awesome dude, and I was there on a Saturday, and we were lucky enough to get the winning ticket. They have, you know, door prize type, you know, raffle ticket stuff, and we won an iDrive, or they call Ultimate 9 now, so we've got an Ultimate 9 in the 120 Prado, giving that a bit of a test run. Got it on U1, I don't mind it on U1, it's not causing any other issues, makes it a little bit more responsive, but this video is not about, it's a lot of info, so if you've got some time, sit back and relax. We'll get you up to date on everything you need to know, answer a few questions, and have at least one prize for you. So that's why I mentioned, I got the stubby holder there too, right? Not, you know, to be quite honest, I thought I'd just grab that out there. So when I say Dirt Road 4x4 camping, right, you know what I'm talking about, and you can see they've got a website, right? Not like me, I don't have a website because I'm busy already, and I don't want to be busier. I'm happy to service the people. You know, we've got a good understanding here. You know, I help you, you help me. I appreciate you give me some business because I need to pay the bills. That's good. So the people that have got the patience and they want the best service, you hang around for me. I help you out, but obviously I can't do everyone. So I've got a few notes here. Just over here, I've got all our. We don't use Messenger. It's the phone number only. Think of the phone number like an email, except, you know, when you email a company and you wait forever for a response, and you know, and there is a lot of ping pong back and forth. Well, the phone's a lot quicker. I can store your name there. It's easier for me to find. When I want to go back to the message, I'll just write your name. So you must include your full name with the text message, your vehicle details, like you've got an 07 Prado or a 2014 Prado or a 2012 Hilux, whatever it is. They're the vehicles we work on, Prados and Hiluxes. They're the vehicles we supply the kits for. So text message only. Don't bother trying to call. Still heaps of people try to call. Comes up as a red number. And at the end of the day, I'll just delete all the red numbers. All the missed calls get deleted. Nothing happens with that. There's a voicemail that goes for about 5 minutes that explains all this to you as well. I've pretty well got it covered every way. All you've got to do is listen and learn. Help yourself in life. Now, so yeah, you know, I've got about 30 years experience in the automotive industry, if you missed that. Not quite. I haven't got 30. Where'd you get that from? Who wrote? I've got some notes here. Who wrote that? Hang on, let me think now. 30... Well, yeah, actually, that's pretty right. I'm older than I thought. That's true. Bugger me. Okay. We only work school days. Okay, so if it's school holidays, we're not working. If school's finished, we're not working. Look, if it's lockdown, we're still working. Okay, so exclude that one. School hours as well. So 9 till 3 generally. We have a good lunch break. So forget about 12 to 1. Sometimes that could be extended from 11:30 till 2:30. So mornings are your best bet, and I've said it a number of times. Monday's the day to smash me on parts. All the parts kits, injector kits, BFE kits, front wheel bearing kits for the Prados and Hiluxes, whatever. Mondays, mornings from 7:30 a.m. That way, obviously, the WA guys, when you get up, it's going to be, you know, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever. That's cool. We'll get the East Coast done early. Basically, I'll send you the order, get it paid for, then we get it packed that day, that afternoon. What we don't get packed, we'll finish that off on Tuesday. Hopefully we got it all sorted by Tuesday morning, because I'm asking you to contact me about, if you want Dobinson suspension for your Prado Hilux, please contact me from 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. Try and get it done between 10 and 12, because the rest of the week we are working on vehicles, diagnosing, repairing, servicing, training other people, helping other workshops, making videos. There's heaps to do, including running and managing the businesses, of course. So that covers the days, the hours, holidays, we take holidays, you know. I think I want to take every June and July holidays. We're going to be up north somewhere where it's nice and warm, so avoid those months. That's not even a joke, actually. Prado Hospital's our page, you can see there. That page is, if you like and follow that page, you'll know, you'll be up to date with any changes at the Prado Hospital. If you're not interested in bringing your vehicle for any work or learning what we see and what we share in videos on that page to service your own, then don't worry about it. I don't know why you're here then. The parts is the other page, the one underneath it, parts kits, Prado Hilux 1KD FTV injectors. We've got all those groups there as well. Check them out. You can read and work out what they're for, which ones you want to be in, which ones you don't. Same deal, you've got to answer all 3 questions. All the groups are the same. I don't invite you to any. You search, you find, you join. The client group you can't join unless you're a client, unless you pay that initial deposit, $550, and that is a deposit towards parts. It's not a fee to join the group unless you never buy parts. Then it was a fee to join the group, and a lot of people are pretty happy with a lifetime membership for $500 anyway, so a few people have done that. Parts, pages, groups, partners. We've got FOURBY4DIESEL workshop partners that can also do repairs and stuff like that. So if you need those, most of the information you'll find in the VIP group. So once you purchase your kit or whatever, after you've done that, get in the VIP group, search repairer in Sydney. If you can't find anything, post in there and ask the question, myself or somebody else, because the guys in the group are the people using these people. They can also give you the recommendations on who to go to and where they are, and you'll get service, guys. These people are awesome. So get in there. We don't use Messenger. We said that. There is an injector shortage. So this is an important one. Injector shortage. Just give me a quick drink though, because too much talk. You'd think we're in a hurry or something. Why are we in a hurry here? We're not in a hurry, are we? Oh, you're in a hurry. Some of you are in a hurry. Guess what? A lot of people already gone. We're going to talk about this very soon. I've just got myself distracted now. Partners, Messenger, injector shortage. That's what we're doing. Injector shortage. Should I put an injector here so I don't forget? Here we go. Injector. This is a really good example. The people that watch this video and don't switch off now are going to get some bonus information. I've never really told anyone before outside of the VIP group, because I like to be a little bit careful with what information I put out there. I want to give everyone the right information and help people save money and efficiency and value and not wasting, and do the right thing. That's better for everyone, better for everything, But sometimes you can step on toes in doing so, and I'm trying to be careful not to step on toes, but there's a balance, right? And the whole injector thing, doing the sort of what they call remanufactured, where you do minimal parts replacement and send them back out and put them in the same boxes as brand new ones. To me, that's a scam, because you just have the new ones in the new boxes and you'd have the remanufactured in the remanufactured boxes. So it's conniving, it's shifty, it's a scam, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to put it out there, right? And I'm going to show you something in a minute, right? So injectors. I've noticed for a long time now that all the injectors I was getting were the same manufacture date from last year, which that's fine. It's all sealed bags, it's all good. I'm not that worried if they're... I'm not worried about the age of them. I'm more worried where there's been changes and we're not getting the latest updates. For example, there were some changes in around 2017-18. So if you buy injectors off someone that's supplying old stock, and a lot of places that are cheap, they buy bulk, they buy a container load, and they sell them cheap, they invest in the injector, and I can do that. But you're going to end up with 2015 stock for the next 10 years sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So you're not going to run out, that's the good news, but you don't get the latest upgrades. I'm not going to go into what the upgrades were, but if you don't get the freshest stock, you're not getting the latest upgrades. Now, so I had this suspicion. I went, oh, they must have done a lot, but did they do that? Because anyway, there's been a bit of shortage here and there at different suppliers. A lot of talk about shortage of injectors. Oh, there's plenty of reman and all that. Maybe they do it on purpose to sort of get the reman out there. I don't know. If you want to use remanufactured, that's up to you. If you want to use other brands or Chinese copies or risk it, that's up to you. You know what I say? Get them off me, because A, I want your business, and B, I want to make sure we get it right the first time. I know some of the things that go down. There has been fresh injector manufacture happen in June in Japan, in June this year, to 2021, and we have now secured and got some of that stock, got more coming, all this sort of thing, right? So we've got, I wouldn't say we've got plenty of stock. We haven't got what we normally like to keep, but we've got some stock coming from different places coming in, and we haven't run out, but we could run out. So warning, we could run out, but I don't want you to panic and think you've got to do your injectors built, because these ones will come available again another day. We're talking about the latest, part number, full DLC, and then you've got to be careful you get the right part number. Anyway, that's another story. Quick note, the early Hiluxes, if you've got an 05 or 06 Hilux, right, there's a price rise. I think the injectors are going up about $100 each. I heard 70, 80, and then I heard 100. So it's going to add about $400 to a kit or a set of injectors. I'll give you the good news and the bad news together. I've got a few sets, and I've been able to secure a few sets at the same price. I've got other suppliers I can check if I can still get them at the same price. But if one supplier's price has gone up that much, it's probably going to happen with them all, and it's probably because they don't want to make injectors for 05, 06 model vehicles. It's 2021 now, right? So it's going to be, if you don't see this video and get in quick, kind of thing, you know, if you've got an 05 Hilux or the first half of 06, that's the Euro 3, the one without the EGR cooler, the heat exchanger. It's not there, it's just a pipe. If you've got that one, those injectors are the ones that are going up. The pipes are different on those, the EGR gaskets are different. To keep it simple, we keep the kit price the same. It's not going to be the same for long. As I said, I've got a few to go, and they're not really a big mover. I don't care, I don't keep a lot on the shelf, that's why. But since I've known this, I've secured what I can. I haven't really got time to chase up more, so first in, best dressed, whatever, you know how it works, right? And I will not sell remanufactured or install remanufactured into your vehicle. I'll say to you, mate, bloody, we'll reseat the injectors, keep it clean, this and that, and push it out a bit longer, and hope, fingers crossed, these injectors are better than the old ones that were made in about 2003. What do you reckon they would be? The 21 injectors better than the 03 ones? Absolutely, right? So that's a bit more information for you. Injector shortage. So there's a bit of a shortage, you know. There's not the quantities we buy. We're not really getting that from any supplier anymore. So we've got more suppliers, multiple, you know, supply chains, but there's a shortage. It's a pain. I'd rather just say, give me 200 injectors or something. So Denso, if you're listening, 200, 300, 500, whatever. Just get me a big batch, mate. You know, I can take over the Denso 1K FTV distribution in Australia if you like. No, of course they're not listening. Anyway, what else? Egr Delete. People are asking about Egr Deletes and Modules and whatever. Look, I don't have any experience with them. I've read what you've read online and whatever. People got these little electronic devices. The way I see it is more crap that could get in the way, untidy wires in the engine bay, something else to fail, let you down. I don't like the full block anyway. I like the Egr system to work, you know, it's kind of a balance. It's clean enough that your intake doesn't build up, it stays clean, but we know there's some Egr flow, and that allows the turbo pressure to whistle through the hole of the plate as well. So 7mm hole is what I know works. Again, like I always say, I'm not going into the legalities telling you whether it's legal or not. I'm telling you that's what works, okay? Thousands of people have done it, we know that's what works. So no Egr deletes and whatever unless you want to do it. Chips and tunes are the biggest contributor. They're increasing the power, torque and force on the piston of small engines in big trucks, and by putting even more power, of course, you're going to reduce the life of the vehicle, the reliability, and that is the biggest cause of cracked pistons in more than one make of small diesel engine. New engine, new pistons. What's this about? I've got some notes here, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you want to fix it, the best way to do it is a new long motor, and they come with the best pistons, the latest option, you know. If anyone can build a piston to it can build a piston. All these cheap aftermarket ones that people pat like pet kittens, I'm sick of hearing about it. We've heard of cracked pistons at lower Ks. So look, each to their own, do whatever you want. Yeah, and I've just got a note there, K-On. No, I haven't got any shares in K-On. Yes, I'm good to K-On. K-On are good to me, but you know, I'm sure they would pay me money, whatever, but it's okay. I don't need that. I'm happy to just keep it not cash for comment. I'm happy to try some products, this and that, and I'm going to tell them and you guys the truth about what it is, same as those other, you know, all the other brands, you know. If it's ARB, like we use the ARB compressor, we're quite happy with. If there's something ARB we don't like, we're going to tell you. We use Dobinson suspension. If we like it, if there's something we like, we're going to tell you. More if I don't like stuff, I tell them. And if they go get stuffed, then I go, you get stuffed, and then I'll whisper it out to you quietly, and we'll go to another brand. If they go, and they listen and they look and they try and they see and they're interested and they go, you're right. No, funny that. I've done a few hundred of them anyway. And then they make changes and they go, awesome, and we get this that's where it all works, right? So that's how it all works with me. Okay, we're done with those notes and stuff like that. So let's talk about this, because I said I was going to do it soon. So I won this. I got heaps of stuff, right? We should do another video on the touring channel, actually, on this other channel, FOURBY4DIESEL. We'll go through my camp kit setup. We'll go through the spares we take on a trip and stuff like that. That'll probably be on the other channel because it's more of a touring thing. This is more of a information thing, so it's kind of the bigger channel at the moment. So in case you don't know what it is, it's adjustable vehicle doorstep. Basically, it's quite a small device, and you open your door, your back door, your side door, and it hooks over the striker plate of the door. Now, I'm not saying I recommend it or not or whatever. I haven't used it. There it is in the box, brand new. I don't need one because I stand up on the side step, the tyres, the rear step. I've got a storage system. I can climb up over the back onto the roof. I just don't need it. It's just one more thing I don't need to carry. But they can be very handy from what I've seen in demonstrations and videos. That's all I know about it. So therefore this, as it was a prize for me, it's going to be a prize for you. Now, if you want to win this prize, you need to have obviously hung around till now. So that's one qualification, qualification number one. So you're here, that's good. In the comments, you need to put it's the first comment that comes up, right? Is this going to work? Let me think this through, right? And you need to tell me where I got it from, right? So I told you that earlier, but I'll say it again. You know, prize from Dirt Road 4x4, Trevor Ryan in Werribee in Victoria. He can ship stuff, I think, Australia-wide, at least the East Coast. Go and see him, top bloke. He'll give you advice, whatever. If he tries to give you the wrong information, tell him, mate, I'm going to tell Anthony about this, mate, not good. No, just joking, he'll look after you. And so what's the prize? Let me think about it for a minute. Okay, so in the answers, you need to say, you won it as a prize from Trevor, and your business hours are. So I want you to reply saying what my business hours are and what day of the week the parts day is. So if you do that, the first one in to do that, mate, you know, this is some other deal, right? If you're near me around in Melbourne, right, you come pick it up, bang, it's yours, right? If I need to send it, chuck that in a little bag. You know what? I'll just send it for free. It's all good, right? So, cost me a few bucks, whatever. I'm pretty sure I can afford that, can't I? So there you go. That's free anywhere in Australia. Okay, that covers any viewer. No disappointment there. All you need to do, I'll say, you've gone now, right? I hope you came back. Hopefully you went and did your comment, right? And you've come back, and I haven't changed my mind. What are we doing? So you've got to say where I got it from. The free prize on the weekend open day at Dirt Road 4x4, your business hours are blah blah blah, and your parts day's Monday. So I just told you again, so if you hung around, you might have taken longer than the other guy, but you just got refreshed. Business hours, school hours, right? School hours, school days, lockdown doesn't count, you know what I mean? Except sometimes. So luckily my wife, she only works part-time, so she can do most of the homeschooling. Obviously we've got quite a lot of business activities here to run. But sometimes they need a break, going to need help with that. So bada bing, that covers this. Now we're going to get onto the YouTube channel and have a look at some of the comments, or more to the questions. And quickly, I'm going to buzz through them quickly now because we've spent, how long we've been going? I don't even know, 10, 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to drink some more and then I'm going to answer some questions. Thanks for watching so far. Remember, give us the like button, subscribe, turn the bell on both channels. Oh yeah, one other thing, yeah, before we go anywhere. So injectors, right? So a lot of people are going to say, oh, how do you know remanufacturing injector and this and that and whatever. Now, look, I can only give you the information that I have, and the difference, I suppose, when I see information and when you do, I specialise in this, so I know if it's BS or not, you know what I mean? I know if it's rubbish. Sometimes, you know, when you've done hundreds and thousands or something and someone says something about something, you know, I'm being very vague here, you can just tell when it's a load of crap. You know what I mean? When you know, where you guys won't notice that. Now, with the remanufactured thing, all right, again, I've got to watch those toes, but there's a lot, let's say a lot of remanufactured injectors. So in my opinion, that's a lot of kind of engines getting wrecked because you're getting someone else's old injectors. You could change your nice 2013, 14, 15, last of the best injectors going, I'm looking after this in 2021 or 22, put some nice freshies in. If you buy them the wrong place, you end up with remanufactured, and you won't know until they're out of the box and it's too late and all that. And even suppliers don't know. You know, you could be getting someone's 2009, 10 or 11 injectors that have been partially rebuilt. Now, there was another diesel shop that purchased remanufactured injectors and they stripped it down and they put the photos up, and they wouldn't have done that unless it was true. I saw the photos, and what I saw was they didn't say too much. They were being careful. You could see that the top didn't come off. The command piston was the same. The only part they believe was changed was the nozzle needle down here, and then recoated, right? So This is how professional it is, right? A bit of black text on the conversation code and stick a new tag on the top like that. That's what I was going to tell you. So there you go, your little bonus if you hung around. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people do. A lot of people know everything, don't they? So look, whatever. You might think you can figure it out by looking at those, but then you've also got the Chinese copy. So you've got to be careful. There's a whole, it's not as simple as that. So as I'll always recommend, come to me for your injectors. Please be patient. Plan weeks in advance if you can, so you've got time to watch the videos to learn how to do it properly, because the next biggest pitfall is people that, oh, I've done heaps of these. I'm taking it to this place. Oh, they've done tons of them. I don't care how many they've done. You can do it the wrong way heaps of times, okay? And you can not know about your problems. If you don't understand this, they don't even understand why they're having these problems when they come back. Like, I'm going to bring it up again. That guy that rebuilds the engines and he says, just change the oil pickup every 50,000 Ks. What an idiot. It just shows how much he doesn't understand the problem. Are you with me? Like, if you understand that it's the injector seats leaking, I've explained it in heaps of videos. Go check those out if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about. Go and check out the playlist, inject information, watch them all. You'll be an expert on it. How can an engine rebuilder that's been rebuilding the engines supposedly for years go and make a video and tell people replace the oil pickup every 50,000 Ks, they're only $100? I don't know if you got rid of that video, but that just makes you look like a complete fool. Anyway, this is someone's now, so we'll get that out of the picture. One other quick reminder, if you have purchased an injector kit, even if you want to keep your old injectors, that's fine. If you could please return those 8 red caps, the crow's foot, the dowel, and anything else you don't use. That's just handy to send to other people, saves waste. We don't actually include those being paid for in the injector kit. It's meant to be a lend. You may have missed that. Just send me a text message if you would like the return address. Thanks. Somebody asked, how accurate are those fuel monitors? I think they mean the trip computer in the car. It all varies from car to car, so it depends which vehicle you've actually got to work out with that vehicle, whether it's uses a litre more per 100 or a litre less, or 2 or 3 or less than that, and if it's consistent at that over a number of different tanks. Once you learn that vehicle, then you can answer that question. Even Prados can vary from one to the next. For our 2019 Prado, normal running round, what I've found is it gets up to about maximum 1 litre per 100 Ks better than the trip computer says, but that gap has reduced down since putting the all-terrain tyres on. It's usually more like about half a litre per 100 Ks, better than what the trip computer says. People that are asking questions about if they can fit the longer suction control valve in their Navara, I'm not sure. I don't work on those. I know the Navaras do have a lot of problems with the SCVs, one of the biggest ones. The larger one, I don't know if it fits. I'd imagine it would. I don't see why not, but I can't help you with that, unfortunately. We have got a Facebook group called FOURBY4DIESEL, that one there, same as this YouTube channel. If you join that group and ask the question there, you may get some help from people in general. We don't actually have any Nissan groups, but look, there is another group. It's called Toyota 1KD FTV Injectors and Engine. About half of the people in that group are mechanics, apprentices, or run businesses, whatever. So if they're into helping anyone at all, if you post it up there, you may get an answer from someone. So that person with the SCV problem posted the same question, like spamming on a number of different videos and stuff like that. I appreciate you want to get some information, but the YouTube channel isn't really there to ask questions. That's why we've got, it's just too hard to go through all the comments and keep answering the questions and keep track of it. It works much easier on Facebook, which is why we've got the FOURBY4DIESEL group. So guys, please use that for any of your questions. You can even post the video link there. If you want me to answer a question, it's going to work much easier for me. Make it a short one. I'm not doing long explanations. That's in another video like this. But if you had a quick question, rather than put it in a comment, in a comment, just give it the thumbs up, say, yeah, good video, or I like this, or I like that. Let's call that the positive comment places, where we just approve them all, give it the thumbs up, happy days. If you've got a question, or you say, oh, it would have been good if you did this, or suggestions, put the link of the video into FOURBY4DIESEL and then put your comment with that link before the video. Say, hey, this is good, what I liked at 4 minutes was that way. And you know what, everybody's going to see it. Everybody in that Facebook group, they're going to see that link in case they missed the video, exactly what where when you put a comment under a video on YouTube, not that many people are looking, you know what I mean? Anyway, hopefully that helps. Somebody said it'd be nice to see some info on the 9095 series. Now, they are getting a bit older and there's nothing wrong with that, but we don't see them in the workshop anymore. Haven't seen one for a long, well, I shouldn't say that. Craig's got one, the V6 Supercharge, but look, he works on most of the work on it and does the work on that himself. All genuine parts and stuff like that. So your closest thing you're going to get to that is hashtag 1KZ Forever Crew, because a lot of the 90 series have got the 1KZ. I know some have got the V6. I'll give you a quick tip since you mentioned it. If you've got the 3400 V6, be careful if you're going off-road, because there is a fuel line that regularly gets caught up around midway under the vehicle near the fuel tank there, and people break, it snaps off. It's plastic. It's happened to a couple of people off-road with us over the years, you know, going back a few 5 or 10 years ago now. But if it's happened more than once on a trip, it's going to happen a lot more times. You don't hear about it, so beware of that. We also used to have people with 1KZs in 90 series and they didn't have that issue, so I assume it's different. And be quite honest, I can't remember. They're too old, my memory's gone on these older things, more than 5 or 10 years old, you know what I mean? So I better just stick with 1KDs and newer stuff. Just a quick tip, if you've hung around, if you've got a 1KD or a 1KZ or a Hilux or any diesel turbo vehicle, that information regarding changing the MAP filter, MAP, you know, the little grey thing, it may be red on a 1KZ or what, have some white in it, or what's the colour on an older Hilux is white and grey instead of black. The MAP filter or any filter like that on that MAP line that's sending the message to the ECU for boost, if that's slightly blocked, dirty, disconnected, leaking or anything, it could give the wrong signal and you could end up getting less boost or being a bit sluggish or using more fuel. So it's a reminder now. I know they're little rip-off things, but it's wise to replace those about every 3 or 4 years, depending on what your EGR situation is. You know, if you've got that EGR soot reduced, it's going to stay cleaner, but I'd recommend you every few years, probably 3 or 4 years, just replacing those. Maybe once a year or two you could clean it out, you know, the way, haven't done a video on that for a while, just spraying the carby cleaner through it carefully, and then the compressed air from a distance. Make sure you watch our video. You don't want to push that filter, that internal filter, out of place. It's described in our other videos. I'm not that high tech enough to be able to go, there it is in the corner there and there's a link and whatever. No, I'm not, I don't know, I'm just, you know, I'm just simple. I can't do that, and I haven't got time to sit down and try and figure it out because I'm busy. So if anyone's really close to me and they want to manage the YouTube channels and make it all funky and that, maybe contact me, because it's probably a good idea. But I'll tell you right now, it's not going to pay anything because it doesn't make enough money that it's even worthwhile for me yet. But hey, if we make it good and it goes big and it grows because of what someone can do, then obviously there'll be some funds to share. Anyway, to be quite honest, I've been standing here 10 or 15 minutes skimming through comments, and they're mainly comments of people saying, oh, my does this and mine does that, and my this, my that, and that's all good. I like that. I like less questions, so that's good. Someone calling me a whinger, and they say Pom's whinge. That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. Someone answered the question, reflector. But there's no actually real questions, which is kind of good. It means I'm covering the information, and by telling you, watch all the videos because the information's there. And I've said it before, sometimes I'll do a video where you sort of go, well, you know, maybe somehow lead you to think that I don't know. Like, you know, these fuel economy videos. If it's up to 15 or 17 litres per 100 Ks for a couple of hours, if that's what it's done for that 2-hour run, I know exactly why it's done it. You don't need to tell me why, try and explain why, or tell me there's something wrong with the vehicle or whatever. Hey, I can drive and get 7 litres per 100 Ks. I'll do a video on that for you, okay? I'll do a video soon. I'll drive and get 6 or 7 or 8. I'll get the best I can. I'll do what I call an economy run, and I'll show you a video. It'll go for 2 hours, and it'll get, well, then we'll know what it can get. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Maybe I'll drive up to Ballarat and I'll do a video coming back because it's all downhill. I'm going to get something like 6 litres per 100 Ks. Now, that would be cheating, wouldn't it? So no, I'm not going to do that. It'll be flat road type thing. It's either going to be sticking in 60 or 80 zones or 100 zones. So then I can say, look, this is what we've done. And that video at 130, that was dead set, 2 hours, cruise control at 135 to get a genuine 130 in the Northern Territory where the speed limit's 130, open roads, nothing to see, nothing to hit. And yes, a very nice light, no bull bar, no 2 bar, not towing, Prado with a tightly rolled swag, self-inflating mattress, and a tent on the roof. Not a big deal, no boxes, and that's the fuel economy it got, and that's that. So there's nothing wrong with the vehicle, it's just what it's going to get. When you get a little engine pushing a big truck, yes, we know it's a brick. I love the comments, oh, it's a brick, and this is why, and the calculation's awesome. You know, I don't know the exact mathematical calculation, but I know that the less aerodynamic the car is, and I know that wind resistance versus horsepower, right? So basically the more wind resistance you've got, the more horsepower you need to push through it. And some people say it's nothing to do with the size of the engine. Well, that's actually wrong, because if you've got a 6-litre engine doing if it does 100 and then it does 130, because it's got the power and the torque, it does it so easy, it doesn't need to put more fuel in to do it. We'll put some in, but it's using the no replacement for cubic displacement method, right? The big strong engine. It's like asking the big strong, you know, Dean Lucan, there you go, Olympics back in. Anyway, we're going to get Dean Lucan to carry the rock over there, or we're going to get the 5-year-old to carry it. The 5-year-old can do it, but he's going to bust ass, right? You know what I mean? It's the same thing with when you've got a big truck, you need a big enough engine in it to get the job done without pouring the fuel in, right? And that's basically what it does, you know. The small engine, it needs to really pump the fuel in to get the job done, and it just doesn't get it done that well, and it ends up costing you. So that was the point of it. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't do that all day. It's not getting 15 or 17 all day. It gets about, what does it get? It gets about 10, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. Look at all the older fuel economy videos. We've got a playlist there, fuel economy, you know, check them out. Anyway guys, that's a video. Please give us a thumbs up if all that information has been helping you. I think we're up to date on everything you need to know. We just need to find a way for people to watch this video. Hopefully the free prize did it, but you never know. I'm going to put this one up soon, and I better check the comments quickly to find out who the first reply is. Who wins the prize? Hulk 4x4 adjustable vehicle doorstep. Guys, please like button, subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss out on the next message on both channels, 4x4diesel, 4x4 Adventures. Hope you're enjoying the scenery on the 4x4 Adventures channel. Bada bing, I'm out of here. See ya. Bye.